I'm ending my 20-year marriage because I learned my wife cheated on me way back while we were dating. We met junior year of high school. She was a year ahead of me. Smart, funny, the kind of person who remembered every small thing you told her. She remembered I liked my coffee with too much sugar, and that I hated the sound of ceiling fans. She paid attention to me in a way nobody ever had before, and at 17 years old, that felt like everything. We dated through the rest of high school. When she left for college 3 hours away, we made a plan. We'd talk every night. I'd drive up every other weekend. We'd make it work. I was 18, and completely sure she was the person I was going to spend my life with. Looking back now, I don't know if that was love or just the certainty you feel before life has had the chance to prove you wrong about anything. I held up my end. Every night, 9 o'clock, I called her. Didn't matter if I was tired, didn't matter if I had an early class the next morning. I called. I turned down a girl in my dorm who made it pretty clear she was interested because I wasn't that guy. I wasn't going to be the person who treated what we had like it was temporary just because I was lonely. I drove up so many weekends that my car started making a noise my mechanic described as deeply concerning. I met her roommates. I went to her school's football games and pretended to care. I sat in her dining hall eating food that tasted like a dare and felt genuinely grateful to be there because she was there. She joined me at my school the following year. We moved in together after graduation, and we got married the summer after that. 20 years, 2 kids, a house, a life that looked from the outside like something people would be lucky to have. Last month, her old roommate texted me out of nowhere. Said she was cleaning out a storage unit she'd had since college and found a box of old photos. Asked if she could mail them to us. I said of course. I liked the roommate. She was funny, good people. One of those friends who never fully disappeared even after everyone scattered. The envelope showed up on a Tuesday, padded, heavier than I expected. I opened it at the kitchen counter while my wife was at work. 40-something photos, the kind printed on actual paper because this was before everything lived on your phone. I went through them slowly. Her college years, a whole world I only ever saw the edges of. Parties I wasn't at, road trips I didn't know about, people I'd never heard her mention. She looked happy. That was the first thing I noticed. Not in a way that hurt, just in a way that was true. She was laughing in almost every single photo. I was about halfway through the stack when I found it. She was in a formal dress, dark red, one I'd never seen. Her hair was up. She was standing with a group of people at what looked like some kind of university event, a formal dinner, or a dance, and she was kissing a guy. Not a friendly photo pose, not ambiguous. She was kissing him the way you kiss someone you're with. I stared at that photo for a long time. Then I texted the roommate and asked who he was. She took a few minutes to respond. I watched the 3 dots appear and disappear twice before her message came through. That was her boyfriend's sophomore year. I'm so sorry. I assumed you knew. I put the photo down on the counter and stood there in my kitchen for I don't know how long. The refrigerator was humming. A car went past outside. Everything completely ordinary. I didn't call her at work. I waited. I needed to say it to her face. She got home around 6. I was sitting at the kitchen table with the photo in front of me. She put her bag down, looked at it, and I watched something shift in her expression. Not shock. More like the slow, quiet resignation of someone who'd been waiting a long time for a thing to finally arrive. I asked her who he was. She sat down across from me and told me. They dated for most of her sophomore year. She said she'd ended it before I transferred and moved in with her. She said she didn't think we were serious back then. That at 19, long distance with a high school boyfriend felt like something she was just waiting to outgrow. That she never told me because it ended, and it was so long ago, and what would have been the point? I asked her if there were others. She didn't answer right away. Then she said yes. I asked how many. She said she didn't remember exactly. I pushed. She gave me a number that made the room go quiet in a way I still don't have words for. I asked if I had met any of them. She said probably. I thought about every weekend I drove 3 hours because I was that committed. Every night at 9 o'clock. The girl in my dorm I said no to because I wasn't going to be that person. I thought about 20 years of a marriage I built on the complete and total belief that we had both chosen each other every single day, even when it was hard. I got up, went to the bedroom, and closed the door. That was 3 weeks ago. I've been sleeping in the guest room ever since. The divorce papers are sitting on the kitchen table. We walk past them every morning. We haven't said a single word about them.